Hello there, and welcome back to another channel, to another video on my channel. I am Brown Eyes. Thank you so kindly. Today, I'm going to be pulling on the energy of the Divine Masculine, the dark side versus the light side of the Divine Masculine. This will be a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone, just those who it is intended for it to resonate with. Take what fits, thank the gods, and keep it pushing. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome so much. Thank you. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. Hit the notification bell so you know whenever I upload a new video or go live. Today it is raining here, y'all. So there is limited movement, but you have to use your time wisely. But the Divine Masculine here, because we've already saged and pre-shuffled and all those things like that and cleared the energy. You know, as a matter of fact, during this time of slow mobility, if you will, you have no time but to do things. You know what I'm saying? To really do the spiritual things now. So it's a force. It's a force reflection. So that's amazing because it's a collective. Everyone has to deal with it. So we have the Black Flower Fragrance here, which is the number 16 card. 6 plus 1 is 7. Black Flower Fragrance here for the Divine Masculine. Can you see that? My lighting is not all that good, but just flow with me. Black Flower Fragrance. Wow. I really have to check up on it and see what that's about. And next to that, we have the number 11 card. We have Addicted. So the dark side of the Divine Masculine is dealing with some type of addiction here that has him. You see those swords in his back and just the energy. It is such a dark, gloomy place. It is so horrible. But some type of addiction has this Divine Masculine in this energy here. And I pull one more card. We have Envious Gluttony. Wow. So it seems like the Divine Masculine is feeding his addiction, but it has turned into I think the greed of this Divine Masculine turned his greed into gluttony because of his addiction. His addiction to the money, the things that come with the image. It had this Divine Masculine hungry to the point of losing himself, because most Divine Masculines don't know who they really are anyway. But he had some type of addiction to this lifestyle, so addictive, till it became a aggressive hunger. So not only was he dealing with other addictions, it wasn't just for the image's sake and getting that lifestyle. It's his own personal issues with drugs, with sexuality, with emotions, with feeling inadequate, which will have him envious. So it seems like regardless of how much he fed his flesh because of this addiction, he still wanted more. So then he became in this energy of gluttony now. So this is the dark side versus the light side for the Divine Masculine here. So far in this Envious Gluttony card is the number 9 card. Addicted is a number 11, and this Black Flower Fragrance, which is 16, which 1 plus 1 is 7. So let me read up on this real quick. Hope everyone is using their time so wisely, because now is the time, because when it's over with and you have to get on back to the hustle and bustle of life, of course nothing will ever be the same, but still there's some type of newness that I think everybody's going to have to adjust to. So what better way to do that than from within first, so that you'll know how to handle it from without, you know, the external. So this card, Black Flower Fragrance, which is the number 16 card, 1 plus 6 is 7. It says the world is unfair. Oh shit, check this out. The world is unfair. Fuck off, dear world. Fuck you. That's some shit. So this particular Divine Masculine is in a hell of a funk because of his addictions, because of his gluttony and his greedy appetite for the wrong shit. It has him in such a mental, man, look, do you see this addicted card here. You see this guy? He look like he know he ain't shit, but he to the point where he don't care. Because his addiction is greater. It has totally transformed him. He's no longer the same. Whoever that was, he's no longer the same. Because of his envious and his gluttony here. The divine masculine was dealing with gluttony. He was greedy. He was selfish. Because the people he were around were cutthroat type of people. He grew up getting people before they get you. Only the strong survive. Fuck how I get it or get it how I live it type of mentality. Now it's to the point now where it's becoming an addiction to him. But the addiction is so severe that it has him saying, fuck everybody. You hear me? Fuck everybody that's good. Fuck everybody that is legit. Fuck the good, the bad, and the ugly. Just fuck you, world. I hate my life. And this is what he's in on his dark side. Because he has to deal with this, see. So let me see, can I get some clarifications, get a little deeper here. The dark side of his soul, y'all, because I'm using the dark mirror here. The dark mirror, dark mirror oracle cards here. For his dark side and for his light side, I will be using the Work Your Light oracle cards here. And I'm going to clarify them. But so far, isn't this amazing for these divine masculine? And it's not for all of them. Please remember, it's not. It's only for those who it resonates with. And so you see why a lot of these divine masculines aren't coming into union. Because they cannot. They're ashamed of who they are. Wouldn't you be? I mean, goddamn. This is some hateful, detrimental energy here. This is the type of energy that will suck anything wholesome, drive to the bone, and leave it for dead. Do you hear me? Because that's who he is. He says, fuck everybody. And that's how he felt when he was in this envious gluttony energy. He was like, fuck everybody. Shit, I gotta get it. I ain't studying. They better get it. Fuck them. If they don't get it, that's on them. I'm getting it. To the point where he was walking over people, doing shit strange for a little change, disrespecting people, losing his integrity, no morals anymore, just giving in to all of his weird, negative, perverted desires. Because lost in his addiction, he thought he would never be found out. Therefore, he couldn't be healed because he wasn't confronted. But this is your day, divine masculine. You're being confronted today. You're being revealed. You're being sought out, divine masculine's energy. So that you dare not approach another divine feminine in this way that you're in. You have to totally transform. Don't nobody want your ass like this. I'm just telling you. That's why the cards is coming like this, so you can be healed. You have no right to tear down anyone else. Because you're at the bottom here. You ain't got nothing going for you. You just a soulless vessel walking around here based on this energy that I pulled from your dark side here. And that's nothing worth being around. So I see why you're saying fuck the world. But no, divine masculine. Get your shit together or fuck you. So universal energy, let's clarify black flower fragrance for divine masculine here. Clarify black flower fragrance. So when he says fuck the world and fuck my life and fuck all this, we got the magician here. Now why is this magician here clarifying this? You're saying fuck everybody. Is it because you manipulated everything? That's just like what I said. You was like fuck everybody. You're going to get it. If they don't get it, that's on them. But you're going to get it because you got an addiction here. You have to feed this addiction. Even the addiction became greedy. Do you hear me? How the hell does your addiction become greedy? So you're manipulated. So yeah, the magician could be manifesting things. And manifestation is just like manipulation because you're manipulating your energy towards something positive so that you can manifest it and you can get it. But you had to manipulate your elements or your energy around you. And it's the same thing with the magician. They're one and the same. But since we're clarifying black flower fragrance, which means fuck the whole why everything, then it seems like he was a mass manipulator to get whatever he wanted because he's saying fuck everything. He getting it. He got to get it because he got this gorilla on his back. He got this gorilla in his soul. Can we get another card for this black flower fragrance, please, for the divine masculine? And we have this. The reason why he said fuck everybody was because he grew up with this lack mentality. He always felt like he was inadequate. He always felt like he never had enough because he grew up not having. He grew up being pushed in the back as if he did not matter. So he grew up into a point, and it messed him up as a child, because as a child you expect and you depend on the people who's supposed to be taking care of you to look out for your well-being, yet they neglected even the basic necessities. Because if you look at this picture, they ain't even got shoes on their feet. So when you're dealing with pentacles, it's dealing with some type of lack of finances here. So if the divine masculine is in the energy of fuck everybody, it's because he was used to folks telling him to fuck himself. So as a result, he manipulated things. He manipulated things by saying fuck everybody, because he refused to stay out in the cold any longer. Even if it means losing his morality, his virtue, if he had anything sound in him, even if it meant losing all of that, fuck that. He had to come out of this lack mentality. He dare not stay in that energy, because that is what's killing him. Reminiscent of how he was not appreciated or taken care of as a child, that hurts him more than anything, because now it has him in addiction to all of these desires, which are worldly, earthly things. He doesn't know how to separate the want and the need, because we all need things, divine masculine, but you have an addiction within these things. So that is the problem. And then you take people through unnecessary changes. So let's clarify addicted for the divine masculine. You can't be doing it. Clarify addicted for the divine masculine, please. Addicted. Okay, addicted because he's in his Two of Swords. He's knew he need to make a change to clean his life up, because he just don't want to do it, because he's in that fuck that attitude. Fuck everything. I got to get it how I gotta get it. Yeah, I know I need to change, but goddamn, maybe I don't want to change. Maybe I don't want to change. I know I can do better, but for what? Didn't nobody do it for me? I gotta get it. Now he's got these addictions. And you got the Six of Wands here, so it could be that addicted, maybe, I'm not gonna say he wants victory within this addiction here, or he's being recognized, or he's been looked up to, or seems like he wants victory in his life within this addiction. Perhaps because he had a choice to make here, but he chose the addiction. He chose to be victorious within his low vibrational energy, because we're dealing with the black side, the dark side. So it's like maybe he chose to be, it's like whatever he decided to do, he gave it his all, and he wanted to be victorious in this low vibration. So in return, he built and acquired addictions. Even his addictions became addicted, because it ended with gluttony, envious, and gluttony. So the envious and gluttony, them two words should never be the same to describe someone's energy, because that means you have more than enough of what you need, yet you don't want nobody else to have nothing. You're hateful, you're spiteful, you're envious. This addiction got you where, like you said, fuck everybody. So you're a danger to anybody. Don't nobody need to be with you in this dark side. This is a horrible dark side to be in, but we all have dark sides and light sides of each and every one of us. So let me just pump my brakes on this divine. Okay, so let's clarify envious and gluttony. Number 9 for the divine masculine here. Envious and gluttony. We have this 3 of Pentacles here. 3 of Pentacles represent doing some type of teamwork, or envious, gluttony, or admiring someone's work. Maybe he's envious of someone's work, that other people are admiring someone's ability or their craftsmanship, or whatever they do for a living, that other people are paying attention to. He's envious of that. It's like he wants everything, but he don't want to change before he get it. So it could be that he's envious of someone that he's in partnership with, or it could be just be that he got this envious and gluttony because of his addiction. He got this gluttony, but then he's envious of other people who are productive with their time because they're doing work, but they're being appreciated for their crafts, and they're being appreciated for their physical gifts. And so he's jealous of that, or maybe it's him being jealous of himself. But when you get the Three of Pentacles, that's multiple people involved. So maybe he's envious of someone that he's in some type of job setting with, or perhaps someone he do work with. Can I get another card, please? You got the Two of Pentacles here. So he's juggling. So maybe he's juggling his finances. You got the Three of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. So envious and juggling. So maybe he is juggling working with someone, or he's envious of someone that he works with. Maybe he's giving, or he's juggling his finances within some type of partnership that is leaving him or them envious, but it's him, because we're dealing on the divine masculine's dark side of his energy here. So when you get the Three of Pentacles, there's some type of teamwork. You want to work with someone. You're admiring someone's gifts or their abilities and what they do. But then you got the Two of Pentacles, and he's juggling. You Pentacles is dealing with the things, the tangible things, the materialistic things. So maybe he was juggling his job, and maybe he was in between jobs here. Maybe he was envious of him not being stable, or him having to juggle jobs here. Maybe this divine masculine had to get a job wherever he could get it. You know what I'm saying? Because he said, fuck everybody, remember? He's envious. He's addicted. So maybe his addiction caused him to get some type of teamwork that had him juggling his finances, because it wasn't what he was used to getting. But because of this addiction, he probably downgraded his job, because he's juggling. He's juggling his finances here. It's something within this teamwork, or this job setting, that he's juggling. So maybe he's trying to stay afloat because he do have an addiction. Three people here, maybe he's juggling some type of payment towards this job, perhaps, or in his own life. But he's juggling some type of finances, but he also have addiction here. So it's like he's dealing with some type of addictions, and his finances is having to be juggled just to stay afloat, just to feed that addiction, whatever that addiction is. But you know, nothing in life is free. So whatever your addiction is, it could be porno online. You got to come off that money to pay that. You hear me? It could be tricking. You still got to pay the late. So either way it go, it's an addictive, low vibrational energy, because of his abandonment issues, feeling left out, feeling of shame of not having enough, not even his own basic necessities wasn't even being met as a child. So he had to manipulate his way through life just to obtain materialistic things, but he had to acquire the energy of fuck everybody in order to get here. So he had to go through a lot of shameful experiences that led him to addictions. The things he did to get this abundance, or to change the circumstances of his financial stability, but it also compromised his integrity. And as a result, he's picked up a horrible addiction. He's picked up this negative energy. He's hateful. He's jealous-hearted. He's greedy. He's mad. Still, he may put on the front and act like he's all good, but deep down, he's feeling a negative kind of way here. Can I get a couple more cards before we switch to the light side? Can we get some more energy for the divine masculine's dark side, universal energy of light and love? We got the Ten of Swords here. It's because, you know, 10, it represents endings, but it's some type of betrayal here. He's dealing with betrayals and things. Maybe that's why he's envious, or maybe someone was envious of this divine masculine. But there was, it's like he's surrounded by negative energy regardless, because he got addictions in the middle. He got fuck everybody over here, and then he got betrayal in here. So either this divine masculine was full of betrayal, or people around his external was full of, because you know, you're only as good as the company you keep. You can't be around people. You got Six of Swords, someone moving away towards calmer waters. It's like someone is trying to get out of this negative environment. So maybe this is someone towards this divine masculine. He got too many negative people still around him, and he's allowing himself to be in this energy. So maybe they're using him. They're jealous of him, but they're using him at the same time. Because he put this image on. So now we got the Three of Wands. Now he's waiting for something. He's waiting for some type of success to come through. Even though he's investing negative things and he's around negative people, still he's waiting for something better to take place in this life. So let me start pulling from, let's see about the light side of this divine masculine. Because the dark side, of course, happens to do with childhood issues, as we know. Abandonment issues, not having enough, not feeling wanted, not feeling needed, not being nurtured, not hugged, not held, not disciplined, not just provided for. Man, you know, you have to emotionally connect with your child. You're the one that builds that bond and that security in that child, because if you don't, then that child's emotions are going to grow up being distorted and not being misplaced and not knowing what the hell is going on. So let's see about the light side for the divine masculine. Here we're pulling on the dark side and the light side of the divine masculine today. And we've already did the dark side. Now let's see. Okay, at the bottom of the deck it says Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. So a lot of divine masculines are spiritual. They just haven't tapped into their spiritual side because they don't believe in it, and it's too scary for them. Awakening, energetic upgrades, a new day of being, integration. And a lot of divine masculines during this time, during this crisis, was really meant for the people's good, because we're so stuck and caught up in the world, we don't take the time to introspect. So this is really being good for a lot of people. You probably don't realize it, but it's really working for your good if you know how to look at it. Okay, so on this light side, it's saying to take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Calm down, divine masculine. Goddamn. You was born into this world nothing, with nothing, absolutely nothing. And that's exactly how you will leave this world. You're going to have to learn to know what to cherish and know what to just look at. And it says to break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. That goes back to that lack mentality and his abandonment issues, because it has really messed them up. They don't have the role models. They don't have the people around them, because the people around them are suffering from the same issues they are. It's all over the world. It's what these men are dealing with. They're growing up in female single homes, and most of them mothers could have been young, so they really didn't know how to teach a boy how to be a man. They still learning how to be a woman. So then if they get other people to try to teach their son, because they need that male figure around, a lot of those figures was not in the best interest of their child. Sometimes children are forced into situations to no fault of their own. It's not their fault. But as you get older, it's you know, they say when you're a child, you do childish things. When you grow away, you have to put away those childish things. You're going to have to. Because your whole world is not going to stay the same. You're going to be forced to make changes, because you're outgrowing that old stuff. So let's clarify these cards real quick. Okay, it says Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. So a lot of these divine masculines, when they really stand in their power, even now while they're not standing in their power, they're still being intuitive. They're having a spiritual download. You know, they're connecting with the source. They may not understand it, but that's what they're going through right now. And they're really wanting it, because they have questions now. They've always had questions, but they didn't even know they had the right to question anything. But they've always hungered for a change, but they just didn't believe in anything, any change. The bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands, some fiery action here. So the universe is calling you, divine masculine, to take action towards your gifts, your divine gifts. You're not here just to have a human experience, but you're to also share yourself. Share your gifts, because you have something that someone needs, and someone has what you need spiritually. And it's time to pay it forward, not sit on it and be scared. It's time to live in your power and pass on the torch. Make it be a domino effect. Let it pass on down so we can start healing each other together. So let's clarify sisterhood of the rose for this divine masculine's light side. Clarify sisterhood of the rose. We have strength card. The divine, it's building strength in these divine masculines is what this will do. Once they start really connecting with their spiritual side and really focusing on that instead of the external, fleshly, materialistic, worldly things, then they will begin to get more grounded and more focused on the bigger picture here, and it'll all start making sense to them. Because, you know, if you don't feed something, it's going to die. So if you're not feeding that toxic behavior and lifestyle, then that will die. While you're feeding your inner man, your higher man, then that will grow. Because you have the potential of so much abundance, divine masculine. You have the 10 of Pentacles here. So it's like you're getting in your courage. You're getting in your courage to be everything you desire to be within this commitment. Or you could be inheriting some type of big lump sum of money. You want to be in this energy where that you can stand in your greatness and you can be a giver. You want to be a teacher. You want to share things. You want to lead things for people. You want to help people while you're here now, but you're needing the courage and you're having to build your spiritual man, but you are transforming. You're transforming from a boy to a man, divine masculine. And you should be really good because you're only going through growing pains. So you're wanting this connection with someone. You want it all with them, but you knowing that you had to grow up first. And so the universe is showing you that there's no need to hold a grudge on anyone. There's no need for anyone to hold a grudge towards anyone. We're all in our own individual journey. Even though the divine masculine the divine source puts certain people in our lives awakening. It's for our highest good. You're awakening from the burdens that you were under because you have the 10 of Wands, divine masculine. This is your light side. This is when you're in your high vibrations, when you're feeling open-minded and optimistic and you're feeling hopeful and something spiritual is happening, like you're getting those spiritual downloads. This is when you can start thinking about more positive things instead of staying in that darker side. You begin to want to release burdens and to let things that have really been weighing you down ever since you were a child. Temperance. See, then you begin to balance yourself and heal. You begin to balance yourself once you slowly start releasing these burdens because you're awakening now. You're awakening that you have the power. You have the strength card over here. So you're more than able to accomplish this. It's just you knowing that you do have the power. But the universe is showing that once you stand in this power, nothing will be off guards for you. You can, once you know that you are the magician in your life, then you'll start really making the necessary changes, and you're already doing that. Once you continue to stay in that spiritual place and start transforming continuously, then you're going to just get better. Take a break, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. That's why you want to release this 10 of Wands, divine masculine, because you're so busy trying to keep up with the Joneses. You're tired of trying to keep up with this image. It's becoming too much to bear because it doesn't help you spiritually or emotionally. It just helps you look good just for a season. And even right now, even you can't stunt now. Everybody's on the same, you know, some people may be a little bit better off, but you cannot take a break. You got the death card. You're trying to transform some things. You're ending something. Take a break. See, you're ending something. You're ending something completely just to start completely over and transform because you got this temperance card. So you're rebirthing. You're balancing your energy so that you can kill the old man so that the new divine masculine can come forward. That is awesome. You got this 3 of Cups here. You want to renew some things. You want to celebrate. You want to be happy. You don't want to be in low vibration because it doesn't help you. It makes you, that dark side is dangerous and you try to stay away from that. So you try to stay on the positive, and your positive keeps you, it encourages you. You want to renew things. You want to be in this happy. You want to always celebrate because now you know you have something to celebrate about. So break the chains, the universe is telling you. It's telling you that your ancestral patterns, which are your generational curses and things like that, that your parents you're still living through, healing, rewriting your future. So it's telling you that regardless of what you've been through in the past, that does not in no way, form, or fashion dictate your now and your future. You need to make the change, break the chain, divine masculine. So you got the 7 of Pentacles here. So it's like after he's going through all this awakening here, he's starting to release burden. He's building his courage. He's trying to build stability and legacies and leave legacies within partnerships and things like that. And he's planting these seeds. Now he knows that all he's going to have to do is wait and see what his investment brings forth, because he's going to start planting positive seeds from now on. Now that he's in this high vibration now, he's going to start making better choices, and he knows that if he's making better choices, he has every right to watch and see what comes out of it, because he's actually did it right this time. Go on, Divine Masculine. Can I get one more card for Break the Chain for this Divine Masculine here? And we have this Devil energy here. So remember, we're clarifying break the chain. So the universe is telling you that you have sown, you've invested spiritually. Now just sit back and wait. So he's gonna sit back and wait, because these chains are slowly gonna be falling and releasing from this Divine Masculine, because we're clarifying break the chain. You hear me? Break the chain. He's breaking this chain. You see all these chains in this Devil energy? During his transformation and his awakening, and his spirit guides teaching him and leading him and guiding him, those chains will one by one start breaking away. And then he will become free, and he will be indeed a Divine Masculine worth having. Okay? So let me pull, let me pull 1 or 2 cards right quick for the Romance Angels here, because I feel like this could be some romance for himself, because you have to love yourself too. So what kind of romance angel do I need? That one? Oh, no, I think I'm gonna get some answers. Let me get some time is it? Okay. Get these real quick, y'all. I'm so happy for you, Divine Masculine. See, this time was really needed. You see what they say, what the enemy meant for my bad, the Creator will make and use for my good. And I see this downtime happening just like that for you, because a lot of Divine Masculines need it. And if, to be honest, I don't have a Divine Masculine. I thought I did, but I realized it was just karmics in my life just to learn from them. I call them my learn mates. And it's okay, but I'm calling in my soulmate, and I don't even mind waiting, because in this waiting time, I'm building myself and correcting some things in my life that doesn't need to be there. You hear me? But I'm so happy that I'm in that place, that spiritual mature place, that I can call myself out and work on me. You hear me? I ain't got time to sweep nothing under the rug, because I want a real guy. You hear me? Don't come with your bullshit. Okay, so let's pull a couple of cards for a couple of answers from your angels, Divine Masculine, and see what your angels are telling you. It's saying big happy changes. Big happy changes are coming your way. All of this, you know that they're coming your way because you're waiting for them. You set your intentions, so they will manifest. You even have romance coming. Big happy changes are coming in your life, Divine Masculine. See, once you raise that vibration and do away from that with that negative toxic energy in people, then you start calling in your soulmate. You got romance coming towards you, Divine Masculine. See, once you clear out the clutter, it opens the door to everything that was closed. It's like once your vibration and your energy is low, then the doors start closing. And so then once you come into the light, then the doors start opening up again. And during this transformation and awaken time, it says you're ready, Divine Masculine. You're ready. So don't let your low vibration lie to you and keep you in a stagnation, keep you from reaching your goals, being the man that you so desire to be, that you know that you already are, because we're to speak things that are not as though they were. So you stand in your power, Divine Masculine. I am so happy for you. And if this video resonates with you, if you haven't already done so, please like, share, subscribe to my video. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this video resonates with you guys. And I thank you so much for your support. And I will talk to you on the next video. Bye.